What's up, everybody? I'm Puma Pete.
No, isn't.
And our friendly fire co-op back playing Divinity Original Sin. And before we go to our certain doom once again, we're going to talk to Walter Mick Wishingwell, which Mason just discovered after we audio saved back in. So, well, what do you wish to say? Words are like wine, you know. Wield them well or wake up weak and woeful. Dude, this is my kind of character, right? How awesome is alliteration, Internet? You know you're loving it. Tell me about yourself. I'm Walter Wellington McWishingwell. Well met. Won't you call me Wally, though? It was that my brother William, why, he was a winsome well, would hand out wishes with me, but he's since been whisked off to somewhere wild and wintry, and poor Wally's been left to whinge and wax all by his onesie. Tell me more about your brother, what happened to him. Oh, my poor wayward William, he was snatched away by the wicked winter king and whisked into a wild world of whirling snow. I wonder, would you be willing to take a whack at bringing Willie back? I would weep wishes for weeks if I could see him again. I can teleport you to the Winterland right now.
Well.
Yes, Mason, it is a well, but more importantly, how should we progress here? I feel like we can't be strong enough for that area yet. We should, like, wait.
Not with that attitude.
Until we, like, finish off, like, the fire area and the explosive skeletons and all that good stuff. Maybe another time. Can you grant me a wish, though, more importantly? Would that I could, but without my dear brother, I'm a woeful wisp of my former wonderment. We work in tandem, you see, and Willie's always been the stronger. He might manage to work alone, but I'm a weakling without him with me. Alright, so I wish you well. Ha, get it? I wish him well. Because he's a wishing well. The wishing brother. We met Walter McWishingwell, a well whose brother was kidnapped and brought to an alternate dimension. Alright, so we'll head there next. Or not next, but eventually we will head in that direction. Are we just going to keep going south? Is that what's going on here right now?
I saw a butter knife on the ground and
okay.
I got distracted.
Mason, always wandering around picking up ground utensils.
Yep.
Did I ever tell you about when I was at Rib Fest and my friend ate a rib off the ground? Did I tell you about that?
What?
My friend, we were at Rib Fest and he ate a rib off the ground.
Ew.
Yeah. We were... Alright, so Pittsburgh has a Rib Fest every year, for people that don't know, like down by our football stadium. And I was there. It was whenever I was still in high school. It was me and two of my friends. And, you know, when you're younger, ribs are very expensive. Because it was like... Oh, wait, journal update. Oh, I forgot Legend of the Weresheep. You guys already read that last episode. If you want to know what the Legend of the Weresheep is, go watch the last episode. Self-plug.
Shit.
Alright, before we... I'm going to get rid of this oil right away. Because this oil is just full of problems.
Tomb of the unknown ambition.
So...
Lay your hopes to rest here.
I'm too far away. Also, there's a wall in the way. I
I
didn't realize that that's where I moved. Yeah, so it's at Rib Fest with two of my friends, and the way we were doing it was that we decided that we wanted to try all of the places, but in order to do so, like we were too poor to buy full racks from everywhere. So we got the sampler from each one, which was like 3 to 4 ribs per stand. So we would buy it, and then we each like split it, so everyone would get 1 rib from each stand, and we decide which one was the best. And one of the first ones we were at, my friend like had his rib and dropped it on the streets of Pittsburgh in like a gutter. Which is like, it wasn't just a sidewalk, it was like the street.
So much as bad as the gravy story.
I'm not going to read this, by the way, because you guys saw it last episode.
Bye.
Okay, so don't stand in where I always stand. Instead, we're going to stand here because he couldn't possibly summon them next to him. I'm learning, everybody. That's the most suicidal ice elemental I've ever seen.
Hey, look, it's
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu! Yeah.
So yeah, he picks it up off the ground and eats it, and I was like, that's so gross. And his response was, it adds culture. Yeah. Yeah, so my friend ate a rib that was probably covered in like gravel and who knows what. I wasn't expecting that many explosions, but I mean it worked, so I'm happy about it. So yeah, my friend just ate a rib covered in like gravel and dirt and grime and who else, like who knows what else, directly off the streets of Pittsburgh. Because he's just a foul individual, I suppose. There's too much smoke everywhere. I can't see anything. God, that's unfortunate. And that's too far away. What if I just move a little bit closer? That's my friend who's now my roommate also.
Uh-oh. Him.
Yeah, him. You say that like you have something against him, as if you've ever met him before.
That guy.
Dude,
Who
you're
likes
just
that guy?
jealous. That's what it is.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember if this makes these guys blow up or not, but we're gonna go for it. It totally does not make them blow up even a little bit. That was unfortunate. Retreat, Jahern. If you can kill... So I imagine Cathedral Wintermoor is going to kill the 5, right? Is that the plan? So you should try to kill one of the other packs that isn't the 5 that are close to you. If you somehow can. I don't know if you have any... Do you have any, like, magic scrolls of, like, fireballness?
That was half its health.
Yeah. Ice Shard doesn't do, like, anything to those people. Dude, way to just sell out Jahan. Scumbag.
Jahan.
Scumbag Mason. I just have to pass on the door because she really can't do anything. Please have another auto attack. Thank God. No! Oh. Ah, the one fell because of the ice shard that you cast.
Jahan's not...
Jahan is boned. Oh, I didn't realize Medora was standing literally right next to that guy. I mean, do we just sacrifice Jahan? Is that what's going to happen here?
I mean, we could. Doesn't he have his teleport still?
He does, but I don't know if he'll have enough action points. I can't remember if he has enough. I think he does, but like...
I have my teleport.
Alright.
I think.
Jahan, you're being spared. Don't let us down. This guy's going to take care of the people in the back, by the way. That's the plan with him. Good old Gondel. Gondel the fire elemental. Alright. So Jahan has enough, but if he moves, he won't. So if I move...
Teleport the one in the front away.
Okay.
I feel like that should be far enough to where...
Why don't I just move away, and then you can teleport the one and place him on top of the other 3, and then they'll blow up, and then the fire elemental can kill the 2 in the back.
Sure.
Okay. So now, you use your teleport.
Oh wait, it's on cooldown.
Oh god, Medora, please! You fought well.
But actually, these things are out of my line of sight.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yep, can't hit them.
Alright, the elemental will kill them then. Heal Medora. If you can. That'll be good enough, I suppose.
I don't know how I can see Medora, but I can't see them.
Because the tree's in the way, Mason. A dirt. I almost couldn't see the guy that I was trying to kill. Why did you catch on fire?
His fire shield.
Okay, that works differently than I thought it was going to. Well, let's go for knockdown then. Hey, guys, look. Medora has 12 healing potions now. Because we panicked and gave her a billion. That looked like it was going to go a lot worse than it did.
Yeah.
Alright, and then... Are you for realsies right now? How even did that not hit those 2? Whatever. It's not important. I'm just not happy about it. I just want it to be noted that I'm not happy about it. And
Peter's a big grump.
I am very grump right now. I'm grumpy about how the last episode ended and that we're like redoing this fight right now. Because that was just a load of shenanigans.
You're a load of shenanigans.
Your face. That's going to be my response because I'm feeling extra clever right now. That's all I got right now. Just get your face comment. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm losing any of my cleverness that I had, which is limited to begin with, to say the least. I like that the explosive skeletons heal Gondel. Oh my god. Not only have I not eaten dinner, but something smells delicious downstairs right now. It's killing me. It's like 8 o'clock here, by the way. For people that want to know how bad is that.
How did that not hit him?
Remember, Ice Shard, like, doesn't do stuff to them. It like half.
Yeah, but it
at
damaged
best.
them.
There we go. Eat a knob, Graveyard Madman. That's an interesting name. I wonder if that was like a birth name or if he chose that later on in life.
I guess that was a birth name.
Yeah, like his parents just knew in the future. And we're like, this guy, he feels like a graveyard madman to us, and just decided to go with it. Please don't make stuff explode. Oh, God. Alright, well. That almost went horribly wrong, but luckily everything's okay. And then... Can you see him? You might be able to, but he's too far. Do we just make it rain now to get rid of this fire?
Yeah, just make it rain and then pass the turns. Till Gondel.
I'm afraid like I'm gonna weaken Gondel now. That doesn't look like he's weakened. Oh my God, I don't know what that delicious smell is right now, but it's killing me. I want to know so badly.
It's the Krusty Krab.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza. That one.
For you and me.
The pizza is the pizza. Alright, anyway, now we're done with that. Earth Shield Scroll, yay! How to Speak Troll Zombie Edition, yay! More fire, yay!
Healing potions everywhere.
That's actually a yay. We should go back to the fire area now and take care of Twins by Fire joined.
Spoilers, spoilers.
Come on, we're gonna do it in like a second anyway. Sorry.
Going up and around.
Yeah. Sorry for... Cheery spot we found in this graveyard is rife with signs of necromancy as corpses are with worms. Though perhaps necromancy is a more fitting, if rather contrived word for what we've witnessed here. It's very contrived because I don't know what it means. To the grave are they drawn, and into the grave they creep, the maggot muskerers that plague Cecile with their petty witchcraft. None of them grasp that necromancy, true necromancy, is the pursuit of life everlasting. That its end goal is to play chess with death and topple his king. Necromancy, as we know, it is an art practiced by base-born dilettantes. Now, I'm sure that's not how to pronounce that word. That is the real tragedy we were confronted with.
Not pronouncing that word?
You know, it's easy for you to not look dumb because you don't have to read all this stuff. Eternal life, it does sound tempting amid all this horde death. That means
because you know
all these horde dead and undead
level.
too were created by necromancy in the first place. Eternal life would be damned. It's but the pipe from a fool. This means may lack in morality, but for such an end, they might just be worth it. Ha! How highly refreshing it is to mark that the swords of ignorance have not as yet cut out your eyes, like they have in so very many. You are not blind to the ambition, pure and true, that drove the patriarchs of necromancy, even though its purity has been veiled of late in the common horrors of the coffin. Commendable of you, Source Chaser. I had not expected such lucidity of mind within the confines of a mere Huntsman Skull. What were you saying about 4th grade reading level?
That's why I don't read.
Yeah. You also don't read because they can't see any of the stuff that you would be reading anyway. Oh, by the way, did you know that you can just dig,
Yep.
like, even where... Did you actually know this, or did you just see it because our commenters are the best?
I'm gonna say I knew it.
But you didn't.
No, I did not.
Okay. Thank you, commenters that told me that you can actually just dig, like, even if it doesn't say that you can, and you'll be able to find stuff. We're just not even going to bother talking to this guy, right? And just kill him because we want the XP?
Yeah.
Alright. It's easier that way. Whump. Really? He's standing in, like, the one spot that's not hitting. There we go. Now we're in a good old fist fight. We'll get out, see who's taking the stage this fight. Good old, Logger. Logger. The beer elemental.
That doesn't sound like a bad elemental.
People of the internet, make it happen, modding community. I'm just gonna keep making more and more ridiculous requests.
You know, one of them is gonna get fulfilled.
Dude, I can't wait. That person's gonna become my favorite modder. Whenever like the modding community starts growing a bit, like I think it's gonna take off like once everyone works through the game, because obviously people want to beat the main story first, and there's a lot to do. It's a long game. I'm sure there are people out there that have beaten it that don't have to progress at the rate that we do. I understand that we're slow, everybody, but we're doing this for you.
I'm doing it for me.
Oh, I was hoping that would heal him as he walked through the fire. I lost my... Oh, modding community. I think it's really going to take off, like, once, once people start, getting through this first part and all that good stuff. And like, ideally, once that happens, I would like to do like a featured video every week where we should just show off like one of the like cooler mods. Future plans for everyone out there that's watching this episode. That's like one of the things that I would like to do in the future. Just like a mod showcase video, if you will. I think that'd be really cool. Once we get
a nap in the future,
more involved stuff. It's like 8 o'clock. If you take a nap now, you're just gonna be asleep for the rest of the night. Who hasn't heard that from their parent at one point or another? That's like word for word a statement I heard at one point in my life. Maybe that's because I nap a lot.
Peter, you're turning into my mom.
What? If you take a nap now, you're just gonna be asleep all night. I feel like that was a very like parent quote. I was discussing with my mom earlier today, because, alright, so I always joke that I'm never going to have kids. I feel like I may have brought this up on the channel before. But I was talking to my mom today. Oh, really? Alright, anyway. I was talking to my mom today, and I was talking about how I was never going to have kids. And I was like, but I'm going to be like the greatest uncle ever. Because, you know, my house is going to be like filled with video games. There's just going to be like, I was joking about how I'm going to build an American Ninja Warrior course in my backyard. Because, like, I'm not going to have kids, so I'm going to have all this money to do cool stuff. I was like, I'm going to have video games everywhere. There's going to be like a pool and a hot tub and like just an obstacle course in my backyard. It's like, just, I'm going to basically be the greatest uncle ever. Like, my friends will bring their kids over and like, I'll be like, you know how like people call people their uncle? I'll be like Uncle Puma Pete. Because that's just how they'll know me for whatever reason. They just won't even know my real name. I'll just be Uncle Puma Pete. That's how I foresee my future with children going. Just like, I'm never going to have kids, but like, I'm going to be the greatest uncle ever for my sister's kids. Fact.
I'm not.
No? You're going to be a crappy uncle. But I feel like your house is going to be filled with video games and stuff too.
Probably.
Therefore, you'll be a good one. I feel like that's just how it works. I'm going to have like comic books and just awesome movies. There's going to be good food all the time because I love food.
I'm gonna have like chicken and rice.
Nah, I'm done with that lifestyle. Chicken and rice only just doesn't work anymore. Gotta have those sandwiches too. Apparently that's just like a major upgrade for me, is going from chicken and rice to cold cuts. Oh, look up here. Look at this, internet. We can use the bridge now. We're not going to, but we can.
I'm going to.
Mason, you can't. Mason, no. Don't show them don't show them behind the curtain.
Just pictures of our faces.
We click on the bridge and all of a sudden it just pops into real life. We're like, oh my god, we made a terrible mistake. Alright, cultist orders. Let me read that real quick. Or not. We're gonna fight Incandescent Wanderer first. This guy, I feel like they remade his model. Maybe at least a little bit. He looks really cool. Maybe he's always looked like this and I just forgot, but I like it. But anyway, so yeah, that's the conclusion I came to today. Jokes like that is the reason that I don't have a girlfriend anymore. I made so many jokes about never having kids that I think she began to take it seriously, and then I got broken up with. And that I was going to play video games for the rest of my life, which also did not well received. And I specifically was going to play video games the rest of my life because I was never going to have kids. Because my teachers used to always tell me that once you have kids, you can't play video games anymore. And I was like, guess I'm just not going to have any. Now everyone knows where my priorities lie. Video games, and then food, and then, like...
Ninja Warrior.
Then American Ninja Warrior. And then, maybe kids after that. It might be, like, 4th on the list. Probably not, though. It's probably lower than that. Frequent naps. Getting to the point where I'm so successful that I can work from home with no pants on. That's when I know, that's like when you've made it. Whenever you're working at home and you're making enough money that you're like providing for yourself, but also you don't have to wear pants, like you've won at life. Fact. Everyone knows that's true. Why is Solarian not gone to act yet? Did his turn get skipped?
No,
oh, he cast Piercing
him.
Eye Shard, never mind. But yeah, that's like the end goal in life for me. Just working with no pants for my house. I will have won if that's the point I get to. If any of our viewers currently have that life, I'm so jealous of you. You don't even know.
What do you do and how do you...
Yeah, what do you do and how did you become that? And can you give me any tips for getting to that point? Because it sounds fantastic.
As Arnold said in Kindergarten Cop, let's play Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
This may be like the first YouTube video in history where someone is quoting... What was the name of the movie? I don't even remember anymore.
Kindergarten Cop,
I already
man.
forgot. This might be the first YouTube video in history where someone is quoting Kindergarten Cop.
Maybe.
Oh, nice. He's knocked down and frozen now.
Get
All the
wrecked.
status effects.
Hiya!
Fucking punch. Solarian punch.
Solarian kick.
Solarian sounds a lot like the character from Dark Souls, whose name I can't remember right now, but I want to say it's Solaris. And he's all like, praise the sun! People know what I'm talking about out there. I know you guys do. Don't worry. I know that you know. That's all that matters. Wha-bam! Alright, you want to go to the end of time?
Sure.
Alright.
Let's see, why not?
Oh, we must gather our party before venturing forth, because...
Jahan, come here.
John, stop being a dingus. Also, heal yourself. Okay, now we'll go.
Heal myself.
End of time. No, I was yelling at Jahan to heal himself. Mason, don't act like you never talk to AI characters. It's not crazy unless they answer you, okay? There you are. It took you all the ages we don't have to get here, didn't it? I've been going positively blue in the face with excitement to tell you about what I've learned. Remember that nature spirit you saw? I do believe I know who she is. There I sat, you see, and watched on as the weaver wove. Then suddenly the spirit's story appeared on the tapestry. So listen, friends of time, listen, for I have seen. Oh my god, it's going to be a cutscene. I hope there's audio now, because there used to not be.
In Rivellon's earliest days, man and gods lived in perfect harmony. The goddess Astarte lent her beautiful regenerative power, called Source, to all the realm. There was no injury Source could not mend, no illness it could not heal. But Astarte's curiosity was piqued by a forbidden box within her garden. Spurred on by her playmates, she determined to peek inside. But when she lifted its lid, what she saw was nothingness, an all-consuming void that had been contained in hopes that it would never infect Rivellon. Astarte had called forth the Void Dragon, whose sole purpose was to undo all creation. Immediately aware of her mistake, Astarte grabbed hold of the demon and hurled it and herself into a faraway dimension. Here she has battled this dragon for all eternity. Since that terrible day, Source has been tainted by the presence of the Void. A once beautiful power has become corrupted, and those attempting to wield it often go mad in the process.
So the spirit
Oh, that's awesome!
All
called
that
Astarte.
dragon in that box. I'm asking the real question.
Mason, he was real flexible. That's the answer. That was awesome. I love cutscenes. I love lore. I love Lamp. Also, I'm so glad it has dialogue now, because before, to give people a story of that cutscene, originally it didn't exist at all. Then it became a box that said, insert a start cutscene here. Then it became a cutscene without words, and now it is what it currently is. Alright, so now we talk to this guy. I greet you, honorable master of the house. I am the shepherd of elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So if it pleases you, command me, and the elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among the holy halls. I mean, I love fire. I feel like it'd be remiss to not ask for the fire elemental.
I want to see the earth, though.
Mason, fine. Just for you. I want you to know I'm doing this for you.
Welcome to Earth.
And that is your... That is your final choice? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed, that is our final choice. I will be done. Alright, this was for you. I wanted the fire one. If I'm missing out on awesome fire abilities, this is your fault. Dude, this is not what I imagined the Earth one was going to look like at all. I pictured a cave.
Forest. This is a plane worthy of an Earth elemental, all right.
A kernel of serenity amid endless chaos.
Mustn't listen to him.
Hey, dude, it's Tiny from Dota.
Bird is poison.
No,
Such
his
as
name is
no
Pete.
serpent has ever known.
Ah, dude, it's just Pete, not Puma Pete. It's the Pete without the Puma.
Like Pete Moss.
But he sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. Their will is weak. Too weak.
Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted everyone to be able to hear what's going on there, and also I wanted to. So let's talk to Pete. The spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night, and he told me to welcome you. And who are you exactly? Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You're the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure. I, Wumbo. You, Wumbo. He, she, they, Wumbo. Wumbology. The study of Wumbo. It's first grade, Mason. Anyway, I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature, and I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up. I'd like you to train me in earth magic. With utmost pleasure, my friend. The earth's knowledge is meant to be shared. Alright, what cool... Oh, he does witchcraft, too. Awesome. Alright, so what cool stuff do you have for us? Earthquake knocks down characters, deals 104 to 127 earth damage, and creates a random ooze surface. This is what I've been asking for in spells, like, forever. I know it requires level 18, so it's a while away. This was like when I was talking about how I wanted the abilities to be changed. This is like what I wanted. Petrifying Touch, I already know that. Death Punch. Concentrate all your magical energy and power in one fist and deal an impressive blow to a target within touch range. That's fantastic. That's a witchcraft ability. Deadly Spores. Launch multiple poisonous spores that deal 78 to 96 poison damage each. I want that soon. Unless it's just like the one fire ability that's just 2. Then I don't want that bad. Boulder Bash. No, that. Deadly Spores. Okay, Boulder Bash. Ooze Spray. I'll show you an Ooze Spray if you know what I'm saying.
The
Mason,
ooze.
Don't be gross. Why'd you make that joke?
Out.
Poison and damage multiple targets for 84 to 98 poison damage. Deadly Spore skill book. Boulder Bash skill book. Midnight Oil skill book. Fortify. Summon Blood Swarm. Summon a swarm of blood wasps to control. Neat.
That's pretty cool.
That's a while off. Desecration, Blind, Absorb the Elements. That might actually not be bad to have, but I'm not going to pick it up right now. Blind, Destroy Summon, Malediction, Blind, Absorb the Elements, Horrific Scream, Malediction, Mass Weakness. So that also, I want that eventually. Blank Skill Book and Blank Skill Book. Do we really have to figure out how blank skill books work, by the way? We should probably figure that out soon. May the Earth's vibrations rock you gently. Rock me gently, rock you slowly, something. I don't know the words to that song. I hope that's even a song. I may have made that up. Mason, what are you doing here?
I'm talking to Pete.
Why? Mason, you were spending 3.5 hours straight talking to Pete right now. I don't know why you have to talk to a different Pete. See what I did there?
Worst.
See what I did there? Source Hunter's Journey. Alright, I want to talk to, what's her face before we leave?
Carl.
Time. Because I want to talk to her about what's going on. Anyway, alright, there are many questions I have for you. Alright, many questions I have for you. This is not what I wanted, just kidding. I already asked her all these. Let's talk about the rooms I've discovered here at the end of time. I discovered a great hall. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. I met with an earth elemental behind one of the portals. That's what I wanted to ask. So you have. It was to be expected. Once you were sovereigns after all, and all the earth lay at your feet. Tremble, you would shout, and this creature would bring his fists down upon the ground, shaking it so vigorously that the walls of the enemy would crumble. She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a god. Oops. I just realized I was reading something I've already read. It was about the other person. Dude, alright, the more we progress, like with like that dialogue about the earth elemental like trembling, like following our orders, like, dude, if we get a fight where all of the people in here help us, that'd be the greatest thing that I can imagine happening. I'd be so pumped. Why are you going there? Let's teleport back. Teleport to Cecile Silverglen Road. There we go. But dude, if we get that fight I described like 3 episodes ago, I'd be the happiest person ever. I'd have the biggest, goofiest grin on my face imaginable. We'd have face cam for that episode only.
Don't you always have that goofy grin?
Yeah, I just cheesing all the time, if you will. Alright, that's going to be the end of this episode. We will for sure fight Twins of Fire Join next episode, though,
No, we
because
won't.
there's actually nothing left to do. Remember to subscribe
We
if you'd
could
like to
go somewhere else.
Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more daily Divinity Original Sin content.
I think we'll play Battle
and
next episode.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.